And I present to you your next comic. Please clap it up for Pamela Gregoire.
I'm gonna be over here. Hold on. See my sparkly Crocs? Okay, I can actually see better over here too. Oh man. Hopefully I don't roll off the stage. All right, so first thing I want to do is tell you guys I'm not Nightbird from America's Got Talent. I know this could be upsetting. Okay, first of all, this is not cooperating with me. Okay, so thanks, Chad, for the introduction. Yeah, like I said, I'm not Nightbird from America's Got Talent, but I just want to sing something that she sings. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're all just a little sick, and if you are too, it's all right. I'm a lot of sick, unfortunately. So thanks, Cancer, for the killer new hairdo. It looks good on me because I did end up with a pretty hot, very intelligent, wonderful girlfriend recently. So can't complain. I'm like, what Cancer? I forgot. Yeah, so anyway, I want to start off by talking about advanced care plans because I've had to deal with it recently, and basically it's kind of like an extended warranty, but opposite. It's more like a short-term guarantee that, you know, if you have to face some heavy shit like dementia or paralysis or being on a ventilator or like being in a vegetative state. Because I'm mainly a lesbian, I'm often in a vegetative state. So, speaking of vaginas, my vag has been on a real high horse lately because she thinks she's special since she doesn't have periods anymore. But I have to cut her some slack because, you know, she went through some trauma last year while I was working at a trucking company by the name of Hogan. Saying hi to all my Hogan peeps. She basically bled out on an office chair belonging to one of the sales managers that were working from home while my temp essential worker ass was working in his office. So all these dudes around and I'm like secretly trying to clean this blood up. I'm like, if any of them would have caught me trying to do this, they would have been like, what the fuck? Doesn't she know periods come once a month? She's like almost 50 years old. In my defense, being a lesbian means that I don't really care about exactly what day my period comes because I'm never worried about being pregnant. But whatever. I tried to like secretly clean that shit up, and after a heroic effort on my part, like it was still there, this like reddish brown writhing, and it said Pam's vag was here. I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? This is so embarrassing. And she was like, I want to leave my mark. I mean, I'm important too. I'm an essential worker, even though I'm a temp worker. I'm like, whatever. She's like very thirsty. She's like hungry for attention. And I have a feeling she's the one that gave me ovarian cancer because she loves melodrama. I'm like, no, you'd be like, oh, sad me, I have cancer, love me. Yeah, that's basically, I believe it's her fault. But anyway, the hysterectomy and the chemo, like, you would think that she would no longer be interested in sex. It's like quite the opposite. Bitch is horny, y'all. It didn't really affect her at all, except for the hair loss, okay? She's very soft and very on the prowl. I'm like, calm down. Like, it's hard to get some when you look like a grumpy old man, you know? And she doesn't let me, like, use that excuse. She's like, you know, you need to get on the dating apps and shit. And she's also like, you need to masturbate more. Because I guess she thinks that cures nausea. And actually, I did it a lot, and she was kind of right about that. So, if you're ever, like, feeling sick, just fucking, you know, flick the bean, you'll be all right. The sad part is, her standards are, like, pretty much non-existent now, though, y'all. I, like, caught her the other day checking out the profile of this older woman on Match.com. The older woman was sticking out her tongue and, like, closely resembled my country grandmother. And, you know, she got pissed off at me because I wouldn't engage. And her argument was basically like, any lesbian brave enough to call herself Lick-a-Lottopus was, like, worth at least a heart emoji. Okay? So, I mean, it's been, like, such a confusing time for me, you know, fighting cancer and trying to tame a horny vagina. It's, like, emotionally exhausting, and it's also physically exhausting. Oh, yeah. That's my Zoom Zoom Kapow teal, wherever you are. Let's see. So back to advanced care plans. Like I said, I know they're important. I don't want to leave her to her own vibrating devices should I not be able to make decisions, you know? This woman, like in the hospital, this is about my 5th hospitalization, okay? And I already asked about advanced care plans like 3 times because every time you're in there, they're like, do you want to talk to someone about an advanced care plan? And I said, yes. And they ignored me. I guess they didn't think it was the right time. But finally, on my 5th time, they finally came in. This woman, you know, she had a mask on, but I could tell she had like a fake smile underneath there. And her voice like really threw me off. I call it the aw voice. It was like everything she said in this voice was like code. Like she was secretly saying, sweetheart, you're going to die soon. Stop crying, girls. Man up a little bit for this story. She's like, how do you cope? What are you doing to get through this? Do you believe in God? I'm like, is this bitch gonna break a Bible out? Meanwhile, my vag is like peeking at her through an opening in my hospital gown, blowing her kisses with each Kegel completion. And, you know, after a while, she got tired of not being noticed, and she just queefed her little heart out and said, bitch, it ain't over till the vagina sings. I'm just gonna leave y'all with this. Oh man, my mask dropped. That means my girlfriend's not gonna kiss me after I finish this set. But I'm having a hot flash. And I thought maybe, you know, you might appreciate my compression stockings and my diaper. And look at this sexy fucking scar right here, y'all. The cancer, it's still in there, but at least I got this sexy scar that looks like I almost have abs. All right, y'all, have a good night. Love you. Thanks, Chad. Whew, I feel so much better now.
Clap it up.
She's like,
excuse me. No, you're fine.
You're my